everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Kyla from K Digital Design. Today I have something super exciting to unbox with you guys. It is the new MacBook Air in the brand new sky blue color. It is the 13-inch with 16 gigabytes of memory and 512 gigabytes of storage. Pricing starts at $13.99 Canadian for the 13-inch size and $16.99 Canadian for the 15-inch size. I currently use a MacBook Air as my daily driver, and I do everything on it from editing videos, designing all my digital products in the Affinity suite, as well as scrolling Pinterest and doing other random things like doing research, working on Canva, etc. I'm really excited to test out this MacBook because it has 18 hours of battery life, and let's face it, I literally sit at a screen all day long with my job, and it's also faster, so I'm hoping it'll make my video editing and designing process even speedier. Alright, now that we've talked about the specs a little bit on the MacBook Air, let's get to the unboxing part, and then once we're done unboxing it, I will take you guys along with me on how I set up the desktop screen to look aesthetic. Okay, so when you first start up your MacBook, it's going to have this very generic wallpaper. It doesn't have any real aesthetic to it. It doesn't make me want to be productive. So let's go ahead and change this. And since this is the new sky blue MacBook Air, I'm going to stick with a blue theme, but you can do any color that you would like. So I'm going to go ahead to Safari here, and I've already opened up my website, but under the freebie section on my website, I went ahead and created a desktop wallpaper and a couple of folders that we can download. So we're going to click the sign in button, and then you're going to sign in using the password. If you do not have the password, you can click the sign up button and it will send you the password to your email. So this is what the freebie section looks like. This is where the wallpapers are going to be, and if you're into digital planning, I also have a ton of other freebies in here as well. So let's go ahead and download the wallpapers. I created a folder here that says Blue MacBook Air Wallpapers, so that's where I put everything, so it's easy for you to find. Okay, so in this folder, I have the blue aura heart wallpaper and then 3 different folders that we can download for our desktop. So I'm just going to go up to the top right here and then select download all, and it's going to download all of the files, and you can see it's just preparing the file down here at the bottom. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and open up the downloads folder, and then you can see all the downloads here. It's going to minimize Safari for a moment, and then I'm going to select the Aura Heart wallpaper. I'm going to right click and then set desktop picture at the bottom, and this is what the desktop background looks like. Now I want to create 3 folders on the side here, and you can create as many folders as you'd like. You don't have to make 3. So you right click on the desktop, and then I'm going to select new folder, and I am just going to call this school. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do that 2 more times, and you can call these whatever you would like. Okay, so now you can see I have the 3 folders here and I want them to be the same color blue as the background. So I'm going to change these, and you can do this with any image, but I'm going to use the 3 folders that I made that I downloaded from the freebie section. So what you do is right click on the folder, go to Get Info, and then I'm going to bring up the downloads folder that I originally had, and I am just going to drag the folder into the top one there, and then you can see that it changed the color. I'm just going to repeat this for the other 2. So I'm going to right click, go to Get Info, and then I'm going to drag the second folder up to the top there, and then one more time. Now you can see here that I have 3 different color folders that match this blue. All right, now I want to add some widgets on the background. I like having widgets. I find some of them help me be productive and some of them are strictly just for aesthetic purposes. I use an app called Widget Wall, but you can also use the native widgets that Apple has. So if you right click on the home screen and then go to Edit Widgets, you can drag and drop any of the widgets in here that you have on the left hand side. The one thing about the Apple native widgets is that you cannot edit the colors of them, which bothers me because I like everything to be color coordinated and look really pretty. So I actually pay for Widget Wall. I pay for the Pro version, but there is free widgets on Widget Wall as well. So let's go ahead into the Launchpad and I am going to find the Apple Store. Oh, there it is. All right, so in the search section, I'm just going to type in Widget Wall, and this is what the app looks like here. And like I said, I have it on my other computer, so I'm just going to download it from my iCloud. All right, now that it is done downloading, let's go ahead and click Open. And then it's just going to take you through the prompts here. So you can see it already added some widgets here for me. And I'm just going to move some of them around. I don't use a lot of these, so I'm just going to delete that one. Okay, so now let's add some widgets that I like to use. I'm gonna add the calculator. So you just click this little green plus sign and then you can drag it. I'm going to add another picture, but I'm gonna make it small and I'm gonna drag it down here. So I'm also going to add this Pomodoro tracker, but I'm going to make it small. I like to use this when I'm working. It just helps me focus better and makes me have my work blocks more productive. The other widget I'm going to add is the weather. So I'm just going to also make that small and I'm going to click the plus sign again and I'm going to drag that up here. There's so many widgets on here. I also like to have my calendar and I also like to keep it the large size. And it can access your Apple Calendar. So you can see here that it's synced to my Apple Calendar already. Right. The other one I like to use is the Spotify widget. So I'm going to add that. And you can change it to Apple Music or Spotify, which I don't have installed on this currently. But once you do install it, you can sync it up to your music here. And the last one I like to use is this little confetti, just for something fun. When you press the button, a bunch of confetti appears. Okay, so we're starting to get somewhere here, but this blue color does not match the blue theme that I have going on here, so we can actually change the color. So to do that, you click on the 3 dots and you're going to click the accent color here. And there is a bunch that you can choose from already, but since I want it to match, I'm going to kind of play around with the colors a little bit more. So I'm gonna choose like a dark blue, and then I'm just going to drag it until I find kind of a color that looks similar to the darker of the colors on here, maybe something like that. And then if you do like that color, you can click this plus sign and it's going to save it down at the bottom. So when you go to change the other ones, it's going to be saved there under custom, and then you click that blue color. You can see it changed it there. I'm just going to go ahead and change all of them. Okay, so I do want to change these cat pictures to something a bit more aesthetic. Let's go ahead and go back to Safari, and then now I'm going to go to my Pinterest, which I will link down below in the description for you guys. But I went ahead and created a board called Blue Aesthetic. And so I'm going to click that, and I saved a whole bunch of pictures here. I saved just some more lifestyle type ones. I saved some quotes. I also saved some desktop background pictures if you don't like the one I have, like maybe you want a brighter blue, for example. Some phone wallpapers. There's a whole bunch here. So just scroll through and choose 3 that you like, and then we're going to save them to our downloads. So I'm going to go ahead and choose 3 that I want to save. Okay, so we have the 3 pictures downloaded. Now I'm going to go back to here, click the 3 dots, and then I am going to change the interval. Sorry, I'm actually going to go to Files, because that's where we saved it to, and then click Browse. I'm going to go to my downloads, and then I'm going to select one of the pictures that I saved, and then click Open. And now you can see it changed the picture. And now there's no interval. I didn't want it to change, and I thought it was going to continue to do that. So if you do have many photos that you want to use, and you want it to cycle through, you could upload a bunch of them and then have the interval change every minute or 5 minutes or whatever you'd like. So I'm going to go ahead and change the other one. So I'm going to click the 3 dots. I am going to go to Files and then Browse and then go to the downloads, and then I'm going to select the next photo. And I'm going to do the exact same thing to the 3rd one. So you can see how much nicer this is looking now, and it makes me actually want to use my new MacBook Air and be productive. Okay, so there's just a couple more things I want to show you guys here. So I'm going to click the Apple logo in the top left and then go to System Settings. And then from here, I am going to click Appearance. And then I'm going to change the accent color to blue just to go with our theme. And the next thing that I'm going to do is go to Accessibility and then click Display and scroll down, and then for the pointer here I want to actually change the color. So you can see how the mouse is black with a white outline. You can actually change the color of your mouse, and I love to do this to match the theme. And so at the bottom here you're going to see a color dropper, and you can actually find the exact color that you want it to be on the screen by dragging your mouse around. I'm going to use this same accent color we've been using, and now you can see my mouse is blue. You could also change the outline color if you'd like. So for example, I could make it that darker gray color, but I'm actually going to leave it white. I like my outline to be white. The last thing I'm going to do is change some of the icons along the bottom here, because I don't use a lot of these things and I find it gets too cluttered. So I'm just going to right click on the things that I don't use and then go Remove from Dock. All right, I think that is all I'm going to do for now to set up my MacBook Air. If you guys have learned anything new from this video, please let me know in the comments, or if there's anything you're confused on or didn't understand, please let me know as well, and I will get back to you in the comments there. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!